The service, what was your rank?
I was second class petty officer. I was so busy studying nuclear powers, I didn't really study my ratings qualifications that much. But being a nuclear power, you still get the respect and people were nice to you, so it was okay. It worked out okay. Nice. Chief was very nice to me. He was chief petty officer, so he was very nice to his little second class guy. So he was good to me. We were all good. No matter what our rank was, we were all very good to each other. Rank didn't matter. It's what you did and how you did it, and what you knew and how you knew how to do things is what counted. So
yeah,
so that's a nuclear Navy. Yeah.
When you finished the Navy, in addition to what we just talked about, any other particular lessons for life that you picked up from the Navy that you found something really valuable that, you know, over the next half century that got you through?
Well, other than that is to try to be in addition to being responsible, to be vigilant, I guess, to be careful, to not to give up. I know what the term. What is the term for not giving up? To have the drive to keep on doing stuff. And you know, as I got older and got into some difficult problems, sometimes once in a while I just didn't have the ability to do something, so I gave up. But normally, because with the nuclear, because I tell you how much you have to train before you can even do things on the nuclear power program. So it takes a long time to do stuff. So you have to have patience and drive, and put up with stuff, and do it anyway. And don't have too much hubris that you think you know everything, that nobody can tell you anything about anything, because you know it all. You can always learn something. That's something I know. And even learning the other person's point of view. There's always some validity. No matter how crazy something may sound, there may be something in that. There may be a grain of truth in that you can use and learn something from. So so sometimes I even listen to crazy people sometimes just to see what's going on, because they're saying anything that makes sense.
I wanted to ask if there's any thoughts that you have for today's service members as a lasting lesson, a recommendation that you could suggest.
Well, like I say, learn when you go to service, you mean?
No, just going into the military.
Well, the thing is, you have to learn to be responsible. You're not going to accept excuses. You know, if you miss a watch or something, you know, you stay on your watches. You have to do your thing, study. You know, if there's a problem, you know, don't, like I say, don't, no cover-ups, no excuses. If there's a problem, tell them. Even if someone should yell at you, just being in the military, no one's gonna bite your head off, even though they sound like you. But the thing is, at some point, once you get, initially boot camp is hard. They sort of, they ride you hard to make sure you can take it without exploding in return and going off the deep end, going postal, as they say, you know. So you have to deal. So if you get ridden, that's okay. You'll get through it. Don't worry about it. Once you get up there, once you learn your stuff, you get up and running. The higher you go, the more respect you get, and the more consideration you'll get. And even when you're new, they'll still look out after you. They may ride you hard, but they'll look out at you, make sure you don't get in any trouble. They'll keep you out of trouble. You just have to keep your nose clean, and they'll keep you out of trouble to make sure you do the right thing. So if you got to go to services, you'll go to services. It'll be all right that way. Okay, and once you learn stuff, you know, you work with others, and you'll be able to learn from each other, and you can, and don't forget to be I guess now it's bands, not only band of brothers, but band of brothers and sisters. So with the women in the military, don't forget they're just as qualified, and they're good. They're soldiers and good soldiers and sailors like you are. So treat them with respect, because we all work together, and we're a band of brothers and sisters now instead of just brothers. So take care of each other. That's the main thing I would say.
Amen.
Well, now that's all right now, Mama. That's all right for you. That's all right, baby. Any way you do now, that's all right. That's all right.